What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Perfect Mess Podcast. I'm your host, Ray Molina, and this is episode 72. And this is yet again another audio blog. And I'm going to call this one Manhood. Like I've told you in previous episodes, you can go to my website, raymolina.com, and you can share the text format if you'd like on all your socials. It's always greatly appreciated. But if you're listening and you're on Apple, Spotify, or Google, whatever platform you're listening, you could also share this episode if you like the content and you appreciate it and you think someone needs to hear it. That is always greatly appreciated. My social media, Instagram is at It's Ray Molina. That is also my TikTok. And the podcast Instagram is at the Perfect Mess Pod. All right. And again, my website is raymolina.com. So let's get into it. There are a lot of things that make up what a man should be. All right. And growing up, I felt one of those things was to know how to work with your hands. I never had a role model or a male role model around to teach me this. And for a while, I played the victim role because of it. And I'll be honest with you, I played that role to the dirt and I ran with it for a long, long time. So, yeah, a man is a provider, a protector, a leader, should be a symbol of strength, but he's also a lot of other things as well, or he should be. As I've gotten older, I wanted to improve on becoming all of those things, probably because I feel it's one of the reasons my marriage failed. And yeah, a man can and should recognize and admit his faults and shortcomings. And that's hard. I know. Trust me. With regards to working with my hands, I put myself out there to friends quite a few times, offering to help for free, just so I could learn. I wanted to learn from somebody who was already doing it. And, nothing came of it. For whatever reason. I'm not putting the blame on nobody, but just nothing ever came of it. Nothing ever panned out. And that's fine. I prayed on it like I do with most things. I prayed for something to come my way that I could not only learn, but also teach my kids. And if you follow me, you notice anything that I'm learning or doing for a side hustle or whatever it is I'm doing, I always try to teach my kids. You guys will see me doing that on my social media. Um, my prayers were answered by furniture restoration. Something I've never done in my life. I never even had a desire to do. But soon I found a passion for it. I started clueless, but I started, and that was the key. Just getting started. Little did I know my artistic background would come into play and something like this. It's if you know me or you've listened to my podcast, you know I have a background of graffiti. That's how I started. When I was very young, I was a graffiti artist. And then I got into web design and graphic design and all of that. And that's how I started my business. So I had no idea that that background was going to come into play when it came to furniture restoration. Um, Learning how to do the repairs, big and small, were a part of the process I picked up really fast. And why? Because I wanted to get to the fun part. And that was the painting, the staining, and the design part. Um, when I complete a piece, I often look at my hands when I'm done. I just stare at them. I see the dust, the wood, the paint, the stain. And as strange as this sounds, I'm thankful. I'm thankful because I sat behind a computer for years, a very long time. And but I couldn't tell you how to fix anything. Not one thing. Like I was not handy. I was not the guy you could call to fix something. That just wasn't me. Um, I no longer feel useless. In fact, I feel like I can figure out how to fix a lot of things these days. And I got to tell you, confidence is a trip. It really is. But so is being a man. We're told we mature last, and some of us never mature, and that's a damn shame. The key, be honest with yourself where you fall short and what you need to improve on to become the man you never had in your life. Then go extremely hard at becoming just that. I love you guys. God bless.